My book is about the backstory of finding Elizabeth Smart, and it's coupled with how experiences growing up prepared me for that. And one of those experiences, and prominent experience in this, was growing up next door to a hidden broken war hero who had a secret. I grew up to a man who for 13 years I considered to be the most awful, most belligerent human being on the earth. I despised him, he despised me. I decided to serve a mission for my church. And the day before I left, I was driving through my old neighborhood, my family had moved, and on a whim I parked my car and I went and knocked on the door of this guy. His name was Baker Paxton. And Baker was surprised, I think shocked, that I was on his porch. And I said, I came to say goodbye. He let me in. We spoke. It was a little awkward at first. And over time, the fences came down and our differences dissolved. And I learned a lot about him. He went on to tell me how he was one of the biggest basketball stars in Utah. And then World War II came, and it robbed him of everything. And as we were talking, Baker became very emotional at one point. And he started talking about World War II. He shared what it was like to land on Omaha Beach on D-Day. He was in George Patton's Third Army. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge. He started to cry at one point, and he started to detail an incident where he killed several people in the heat of battle, and how that had impacted his life forever, how he had never recovered. Every day of his life, that PTSD had kicked up, and he could see it. He apologized. It was unfathomable, first of all, that we would talk, and secondly, that he would apologize. And I tearfully apologized for how I had treated him as well. When I had that perspective about Baker, it completely changed how I saw things. It was life-changing. And I can't say I'm perfect today. I make the mistake all the time. Because when we meet somebody or we're in a situation, we tell ourselves a story. We immediately judge who this person is, where they come from, what they think, what they believe, what their intentions are. And we tell ourselves a story that matches our beliefs and our biases. I still struggle with this. You would think after I had an experience like Baker that I would embrace everybody around me, but I still catch myself telling those stories. And I think that's the first thing. We're never going to be perfect. By human nature, we're always going to judge and tell ourselves these stories. If we can be cognizant of that, that's when it's going to make a difference in how we approach and how we see people.